What is up, my guy? It's Wit checking in with another unboxing, a new version of the Oceanguard GMT from Imperial Watch Company. They've got 4 new colors coming out for a very limited edition run, and I've got one to show you. Let's rip it up. Oh, these are so cool. This is, one of those things where, like, you love the packaging that comes with the watch. I mean, this thing is so useful, which, by the way, I've got a full review on this Oceanguard GMT. Just check out the video here or down in the description, and you can get a full review of this watch, that different colorway that came out, the original ones. But yeah, packaging like this that you can reuse is so cool. Wait till you see the inside. I'll go over it later at the end of the video because I know you want to see the watch. Well, I guess we can just do it right now, huh? Cleaning cloth. We've got space here for credit cards, and then passport, larger pockets here for your passport. This will hold an air tag. And then on this side, you've got suede, just a flap covering what would be a watch. And then you could use this for like tools or extra straps or whatever. So that's this kind of case in a nutshell. But isn't that cool to have packaging that it ships in that you can reuse yourself? And it goes in line with the whole travel theme of this GMT as well. All right, so I did that. Now we won't do it at the end of the video. Let's get to the watch. Ooh, look at this color. Man, that is sweet. This is under wraps, so let me tear it off and get back with you. And through the magic of editing, it's all unwrapped. Don't you wish you could do that at home? Man, look at this thing. That is a beautiful bezel insert. Aluminum bezel insert with your GMT 24-hour markings there. The darker color, of course, representing night, and here from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Being a lighter color for daylight. But man, this thing is sweet, right? There's 4 new colors out. This is one of them, the root beer bezel, they're just calling this. So there's only going to be 25 pieces of each color, so stay through to the end of the video to find out how you can get yours. But let me start by telling you this is a nice compact size, 38 millimeters in diameter, 47 millimeters lug to lug. You've got 20 millimeter lug width, and the bracelet tapers down to 16 at the clasp. 14 millimeters thick, so it's a little bit tall, but you can see some of that is from that beautiful dome sapphire crystal, which I just love those distortions. Look at that. Tasty. And I don't remember what it weighs, so let's put it on the scale. Okay, 154 grams with all links on the supplied bracelet. And this is a 316L stainless steel case. You've got brushing everywhere except for this polished chamfer, a little bit of bling in that bezel knurling, and of course you've got a brushed bracelet as well, Jubilee style, and then just polished on the sides here. There's a signed screw down crown, and that's 7.5 millimeters in diameter. Screw down case back as well. I left a sticker for you. We got to get in there, so might as well show you the clasp, right? Look at that thing. That's a beauty. Because it tapers down to 16 millimeters here, that is nice and skinny. And the brushwork looks really nice. Again, with their logo engraved on it as well. Polished chamfer there. No safety latch for a nice clean look. Double push button release. And fully milled there. And a key feature of this as well is toolless micro adjust. So you just flick that lever and then you can pull out to other positions. So let's count them. I can't recall if it's 5 or 6. So that would be 1 all the way out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it's 5. But let's look at that case back. Sticker time. Oh, that was a tough one. That's gorgeous, right? Look at that. Love that radial brushing, and then that nice crown emblem, their logo in the center. Then you've got the kind of radial, the airplane's concentric going around as well, with Oceanguard in script, and the top Imperial Watch Company. So screw down case back and you get 200 meters of water resistance. All right, but we didn't come here for case backs. Let's see the dial. Let me see that watch. This is a jet black dial. I mean, super glossy and really emphasized from this beautiful crystal that has just got some great clarity to it. And you can see a little bit of anti-reflective coating on the underside. But it just, the edge here, the bubble portion, I mean, oh, you can just tell how, clear that crystal is. So very nice. But yeah, so jet black dial with gilt printing. And then you've got a gilt handset as well, and a custom red GMT hand. Love the arrow pointer on it too. And especially, again, when it starts playing with some of that crystal distortion. Now, the Luminescence is BGW9 Swiss Super Luminova. I'll give you a lume shot in a little while here. First, I want to show you something that's really cool about these this handset, in addition to just having a stylish, great look. Let me get that second hand out of the way first, because that's where I'm going, right there to the 9 o'clock spot. So check out the minute hand now. As you can see, it lays right over all of the triangle indices on the dial. Well, both of them. I'm thinking of the Royal Guard 200, the original. But so you can see that? Isn't that cool? I mean, just lines up perfectly. That is so cool. And you may have noticed that the second hand will do it on those round indices as well. So something for you to continue to watch in the video here. It's just really cool. I mean, isn't that just precision work? Beautiful. Oh, I should have left the crown popped out because I also want to show you something cool with the date complication. Let's make sure we're out of the danger zone. And I'll just get the handset over here. So you see, with one click out, you can do the date if you rotate counterclockwise. And you'll notice it's a roulette date wheel. So you've got alternating red and black numerals. Isn't that a beautiful sight? There's not a lot of people doing that. And then this is that flat 3 that you see in a lot of vintage watches. And then you may have caught the Open 6, and the Open 9 is like that as well. Beautiful look, right? I'll keep it on red. Yeah, and all 4 of these new colors have a vintage-inspired color scheme going on to their bezel insert. This is an aluminum bezel insert, and again, this one is the root beer bezel, so you got tones of copper and gold throughout, and it just really has a nice vintage look. And I think it's pretty unique color scheme for a GMT as well. You don't see, there's a lot of GMTs out right now. Since Seiko released the NH34, which is inside here, a couple of summers ago. And there's just been an onslaught of GMTs. So this is, a look that you don't really see that often, right? That's a great color scheme. So aluminum insert in a 24-hour GMT scale. And this is a bidirectional friction bezel. Now, this one feels like it's got a little less resistance than the last batch of GMTs I had in. I had the original 4, to review. Yeah, so it's a little easier to spin than the last versions I had. I'm not sure which I like better, but this is nice. It's got good resistance to it. Feels like it can't really be bumped easily. And of course, you're on your own to line them up, since it's a friction bezel. That looks like that's pretty good. So you could just leave the bezel set here and then use the GMT hand with the readings on the outside edge to track a second time zone. Or if you're pretty slick, you could move this around wherever you like and track a third time zone. Man, let me show you this Jubilee bracelet. It's beautiful. Again, tapers down to 16 of the clasp, so nice and skinny. I'm getting dizzy from all this checker pattern. And I don't think I pointed out, it's got drilled lugs as well, so you can do some easy strap changes. Look at that silky finishing. Great touches there. Those are solid links too, and a true 5-link design. And your sizing is going to be done by push pins. Okay, still to come, I'll show it to you on my wrist, and we'll do a luminescence shot, and right now I'll tell you about the movement inside. So this is the Seiko NH34 automatic GMT movement. It's got 24 joules, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, about a 41-hour power reserve. It's got hacking or stop seconds device, automatic and hand winding, and then you've got that quick set date and quick set GMT hand. So I showed you the date earlier, and let me show you the GMT hand now. So this is an office GMT. That's where the hour hand stays put on the main hour hand, and your GMT hand is the one that will float around. So again, with one click out, you can rotate clockwise, and that will move your GMT hand in 1 hour increments on the 24-hour scale. So once you're set to your 2 time zones, then the GMT hand is slave to the local time hour hand. And the stated accuracy of this movement is -20 to +40 seconds per day. Okay, and just a small snapshot in time here. You know, brand new watch, straight out of the box, fully wound, just one position, dial up. And then after one pass through, you see it coming in at +3 seconds per day, amplitude of 271 degrees, and no beat air. All right, I'll try it on for you now, but first today I am wearing the Seastern S445 mechanical chronograph, hand wound. This is an FXD homage, just a beautiful, I mean, this thing has quickly become one of the favorites in my collection. What a fun watch, wears so well. I mean, this is a weekend warrior here. Really dig it. You want to see more on it, check out this video up here or in the description below. That looks good. Man, I love that color. That is sweet, the root beer bezel. That Jubilee bracelet is nice. So I've got an 8-inch wrist, and this is not sized for me yet. This is straight out of the box, and you can see I'd be taking out some links. So I think you can accommodate pretty large wrist here. I think 38 millimeters is a sweet spot for a lot of people, right? Man, I love that gilt handset. I just see it shimmering in the light here as I spin different ways. All right, luminescence time. Looks pretty good. So you can see that bluish green color of BGW9 Swiss Super Luminova, and you've got all of it matched. So all the same indices, handset. So you can see the dots around here are the, you know, there's the 1 o'clock and the 2 o'clock spot. Your triangles here are the 3 and the 9. And then here is your seconds hand floating around the bottom, lining up with those other round indices. You got your second hand approaching the GMT hand now, that smaller triangle there, all the way on the outside edge towards the Riot. Look at that. See, that's something else they've thought of. Nothing overlaps each other. I mean, that seconds hand, you know, the GMT hand is always visible. Let me double check that. This is kind of fun to check during loom. You know, it gives us an excuse to run the loom longer. Oh, okay, that's the only spot. So a minute hand will cover it up. But, you know, that's going to be brief because it's going to slide on by. So that's the only time you might miss that GMT hand. All right, well, glad we found out. And then at the top, you know, I never did point that out. So this spot up here at the 12 o'clock marker, that's kind of a, you know, you see it on a lot of vintage dive watches. It's like a moisture indicator, you know, but here it's just kind of a play on day and night. So that you're seeing the loom portion of it now, the top half. So 4 new colors to add to the Oceanguard GMT collection from Imperial Watch Company. You've got the faded blue and pink bezel, this root beer, a Coke bezel, and the Elmwood and Sand. That one looks really sharp too. Now, there are only 25 pieces in each color. It's a very limited release, and these are already ready, too. They're ready to be shipped as soon as they're released for sale, and that will be at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on February 4th, 2025. These run $499 US plus free USA shipping. And don't forget, you get this awesome travel case that goes with it as well. So Imperial Watch Company knocking it out of the park again with the 4 new colors to the Oceanguard GMT, and this root beer bezel is looking mighty fine. What do you think? Leave your comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Maybe check out a couple of these videos as well. I'll see you over there. I'm Wit with so many watches, so little time and money.